Hi, folks. I originally started this channel to discuss bipolarism and its effects on my life, um, thinking that, maybe other people with bipolarism, might not feel so alone. I've had a story arc in mind from the beginning, but I've been afraid to jump in with both feet. Um, I think it's time to do that now, if nothing else, to stick to my original intent. I'm a bit depressed now, so if I look a little different to those of you who know me, I apologize. I thought maybe if I started making videos again or something, it would help me, you know, get back on track and give me something to focus on. Well, I think in one video I made, I started talking about my childhood. Well, after a really rocky childhood, by the time I was a teenager, ripe for acceptance and affection, I found this with my first boyfriend, Denny. He and I were just so close, and for a 15-year-old anyway, I thought we were so in love. And I was tired of being at home. People, again, at that point in time, my family really didn't understand me. And I just felt alienated from everybody except Denny. So I ran away to him. Uh, I thought maybe getting pregnant and getting married would just solve everything. I did. I'm not an idiot, but I definitely had some thought process problems. So anyway, we were caught. Denny was sent to his brother in Florida. By the way, I live in Illinois. And that was that. He came back 3 months later, but he didn't want much to do with me. Evidently, he'd partied or what have you, and he came back a real asshole. It broke my heart. So at that point in time, all I wanted to do was find somebody to love me, somebody to make me feel like I had some value. I guess psychobabble terminology is, I needed somebody to validate me and maybe even just validate my existence. So I started looking for love again every chance I got. I thought I was getting acceptance and affection, but none of the relationships lasted very long at all. I was depressed throughout most of this time. I just felt horrible. So, at the age of roughly 16 and a half, I started being attracted to some Mexican fellas that lived across the street from my girlfriend. And through them, I learned to speak, read, and write Spanish fairly fluently. I guess I have kind of a knack for languages. And so at that point in time, I met someone who was my dad's age, believe it or not. He was born in the exact same date and year as my dad. And, he was 37, I was 17. We got married. My mom and dad signed for me. I think they were a little relieved that, I'd be someone else's responsibility for a while. Problem with that is there was the culture gap. I came from kind of a middle class, upper middle class, type of upbringing, and well, my husband Jose, he was used to having his woman barefoot and pregnant and all that male chauvinistic bullshit. So I wasn't real happy. I did get pregnant. We had a beautiful son together. During the whole time we'd been together, my mood swings were just phenomenal. And Jose would say, "Why are you crying? Stop it." He was very sharp with me, and he thought I was doing it for attention, which, by the way, is a common misconception. When you're depressed and cry a lot, people who do not understand think you're doing it for attention. So anyway, basically, I couldn't stand it anymore. His drunken rampages. I forgot to mention he was an alcoholic, pretty bad. So I left. I left with my baby, and actually the roller coaster ride just started there. There's quite a bit more. If you guys are interested, stay tuned. See you later. Bye.